Okay, so it's 1:45 in the afternoon and I've just left the hut and I'm heading up the valley. Heaps of sign. Unfortunately, it's all human. Looks like there's been lots of hunters up here recently. So, we'll see. Up there is the north-facing slopes of the first side gully that I was quite curious about. And it does look like this top bits probably get good afternoon sun and good morning sun, so I might have a little bit of a glass, even though it's early now, to see if there's anything out and about. So I just had a bit of a glass up there. Didn't really see anything, but there's lots of cover and looks worth a look, but I want to get up to Whip Creek before with enough time to hunt Whip Creek, so I'm going to crack on rocking the Crocs. It's not too cold so far. So I came up from down there and there's my camp under that rock just down there. Go up around this ridge and have a look over that way. Well, the evening hunt didn't go very well. Not a single animal seen. So it's dark now. It's only a little bit after 5:30. No more hunting. So I'm gonna take the long way back to camp and see if I can find any sign, because I have not seen any recent sign, and it's all very dry up here at the moment, which reminds me of another time I've been up here and not seen much in the way of deer. So hopefully I'll find some sign on the way back to camp. Right. Well, after it got dark, or started to get dark, and I headed down the hill, planning to come back a different way. As soon as I turned my head torch on, started looking for sign, and as soon as maybe a couple of minutes after that, I heard a deer bark over in the area that I was expecting to see them. I hadn't seen them, so they are there, and I think it might have seen my torch maybe and been a bit alarmed, but hopefully it stays in that area, and maybe there's others, and I'll go and try and have a stalk on them tomorrow morning. So I'm in my little camp now. I'm actually in this little hole to a tree and rock. That's where I'm sitting, but camera around, there's my bivvy out in front of me. So that's where I'll sleep, inside the bivvy tonight. Nice, pretty good, pretty flat. The creek's just beyond the edge of the grass there, you can probably hear it. And there's even a little fireplace here, which I was thinking I might use, but it's not actually that cold. It's pretty mild, so I think I'll just have some dinner and go to bed. Well, it's early in the morning. The night was not too bad. A little bit cold, I guess, because there's some ice on the inside of the fly. But I'm pretty good. And now I'm going to get up and try and get up the creek a bit before it gets light. Be really careful with my torch. I'm going to try not to use it. I want to spook the deer with the light. So that's the plan this morning. Well, against all odds, I just got a deer. So I've been, I came across a deer over the other side of this ridge about 200, 300 metres further down earlier this morning, in amongst the rocks. I was about 50 metres from it, and I've been trying to practice really good gun safety. Something's been on my mind lately, so I didn't have a round chambered, so I had to duck down and chamber a round and then pop my head up again, and she wasn't there anymore, and so I waited, and then she appeared again, but I was exposed, and bringing my rifle up, she spooked, and I chased her around this bluff system and couldn't get onto it. So then left that and then came right back around this side of the ridge, and I've been stalking up this side thinking, well, maybe I can just get back onto her further up, because they always go uphill. And what do you know, just as I was getting near this sort of sadly, basically the top of the spur up here, I heard a bark, and so stalked up a bit closer, and then two deer walked out just there, and I was able to get a bit of a rest on the knees, range it quickly at 130, and shot the yearling. There's two. There's one big one, one little one. So this time I got it right and got the little one, I'm pretty sure. But I'm quite high up and I don't have my pack. I chose to just do a day hunt sort of thing. So there's the river down there, and I'm actually camped. All my gear is way down in the shadows down in there. So this is Whip Creek down in here, where I've been hunting mostly. That's the ridge I came up last night, and my camp is just down below those flats down there. So I've got to work out how to get this deer down. I think I'll probably try and carry as much as I can down just on my back, and then hike up to it with the pack. Right, so here we are. There's the deer, and here we are up high. That's where Uncle Nick and I shot the deer last time, up in the top of that gully. I shot this one from down in there, in the shadows. And yeah, there's the ridge I was on last night. Uncle Nick and I camped way up in there last time, and I'm camped down in there this time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and carry pretty much all of the deer down this ridge here as far as I can, so it's less to bring it back up. We'll see how that works. So I'll gut it here, and then see how I go. It's only a little deer, it's just a yearling, which is perfect for Nana and Grandad, and I'm just quite happy to see this ridge here, because one day I'm going to try and go all the way along the ridge back to where the car is. The car's down in the valley, down in the shadows. Yeah, so we're nearly at the top here, and it's pretty nice country. Looks very deer friendly. Not today though, not for this one anyway. All right, off I go. I've got a deer on my back. We'll see how this goes. Fortunately, it's not too heavy. So I'm learning all the time. Must remember next time to properly empty the deer before putting it on your back. Got a rather wet and sticky back. Down the hill. Pretty hot and bothered. I haven't got any water, so I'm looking forward to getting some down at the creek. Come a fair way, getting there. That's where I was, up above the top of the pines there. And I gotta get down to the creek. Bit sweaty. Well, I certainly found an icy little spot from my camp. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, so nearly midday. The tarp's all still covered in ice. Just came down from right up the top of that. Quite icy up there, quite warm. So, time to get cleaned up. I'm a bit of a mess after carrying that deer down. That's my cup of tea finished. And there's everything sort of drying out, and I think that's the deer over there somewhere. So now I've just got the butchery to do, so a bit of a washout and get at it. Alright, finally. Geez, that took ages. And they need to get quicker at that, so all cleaned up, all packed up, and deer's in the pack, and we're ready to go down there. Right, it's 2:11. See you soon. Getting there. I'm going for a bit over an hour. I think it's probably only going to take an hour and a half to get back to the car, so that'll be good. My legs are a bit tired. It's 20 past 3. It feels much later than that because the sun's not making it down into this valley for much of the day. It's nice and cool, so it makes good walking. I'm in nothing but base layer because I wrote off all my clothes carrying that deer down, and they were just really too mucky to put back on. That's right, good thing I've got spares. Well, I'm back in the grey Weka and driving on the very bumpy road to get home. So, a successful trip. I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm pretty happy about that because I really thought, having seen no deer last night and then nothing during pretty much golden hour this morning, I thought I was going to be coming home empty-handed. But managed to get, the whole day I only saw the whole trip I only saw 2 deer, and it was one of those 2 deer, that pair that I got. So yeah, really happy to have a nice, and it was a perfect little deer to send over to Nana and Grandad. Nice little yearling, should be really tasty. So yeah, good trip, and home in time for dinner with the square. See you soon.